unwanted clothing. So that ends up being about 36 kilos a year for an urban adult. The thing is, being in a big city that's super clean, we don't see textile waste. We don't even really see piles of non-recycled bottles everywhere. But it exists, and it's going mostly to landfill. Almost none of the clothing that we give away is recycled or actually put to better uses at this point. So one thing that we wanted to think about was how whatever we designed does not end up in the waste stream. Our other passion is plastic, and we're talking 8 million tons of plastic going into the ocean every year. So that's kind of an enormous number, and we're seeing it coming back into our food chain and basically affecting the quality of marine life. The oceans are really important to us, not just because they're a source of food and great holidays and stuff, but also because they help generate oxygen for us and help remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, which keeps our planet cooler. And as we all know, the ocean temperatures have been gradually rising. And just a difference in 2 degrees centigrade is basically enough to cause corals to bleach. And in 2017, we lost about 30% of the world's coral reefs. So the temperature of the water and how we treat our oceans has a huge impact on our ability to live sustainably. We hit some kind of crazy record this year. We are now consuming 1 million plastic bottles a minute around the globe somewhere. And the reality is that everyone, when I talk to kids, when I talk to anyone, most people just think it is being recycled. Like, obviously, this bottle that I'm drinking is going to be recycled, but the global recycle rate is actually around 9%. A lot of that plastic is not being recycled. But as designers, we see that as an awesome opportunity. This is something that we have in spades. We have so much plastic that we are not using for anything except for going to landfill. But you can take just 12 bottles and make a bikini. The really cool part, and why we call ourselves Loop, is because we want to recycle your swimsuit when you're done using it. In this particular weight, and being a very dense knit, blocks out 98% of UVA and UVB rays. Sunscreen actually has a lot of harmful chemicals in it to coral reefs. Yeah. So that's one of the more eco things that you can do, is actually wearing clothing when you go swimming so that you don't have to cover your body in as much sunscreen. You also realize that relationship with your retailer and making sure that your supply has a demand is the other part that makes fashion sustainable or not. If you're overproducing and your customer is not interested in what you just produced, you have wasted all of those resources to make those styles that no one's buying. We use that as our benchmark, using existing resources versus making new resources. And we've looked at everything from organic cotton to nylon to every single fiber, in terms of energy use and water use. And I mean, the numbers, like our PET is actually the most sustainable fabric on the planet. Yeah. If you're looking at compared to a virgin polyester. Yeah. I mean, the more governments invest in recycling infrastructure and the more options there are for recycling and the less distance you have to move those bottles, then the price comes